IGN recently debuted the first look of Sonic Frontiers, and already there's been an outpour of fan concerns. But are the concerns warranted, or is it an overreaction? Let's talk about it. But before we do that intro. So I had to resist the knee-jerk reaction to share my thoughts about the first look of Sonic Frontiers. But as I suspected, this wasn't all Sega and Sonic Team had to offer from everyone's favorite blue blur, because they dropped another preview to showcase the combat of the game. Side note, I thought this was a horrible idea and was poorly executed. More on that later. Now, the first look, in my opinion, was to show off the scale and how Sonic would navigate in this new world. And like I mentioned before, the second preview was mainly about the combat. Seeing them together didn't really sway fans' decision either way, meaning if you are already against the first preview, I don't think this would have won you over. Now, I might be wrong about this, but leave a comment below and let me know. So in preparing for this video, I scoured the internet to see what the general consensus around Sonic Frontiers was. I was on Twitter, Reddit, and even here on YouTube, and most people thought that it was undercooked, especially since it's slated for a 2022 release date. One thing I heard someone mention, which I wasn't really thinking about until now, but I thought it was a very valid point as well, was the lack of transparency in the previews. We didn't get an explanation of any of Sonic's new movesets and their purpose within this new environment. He was just doing stuff, and that did nothing for me. Combat was lackluster at best because the enemies didn't even seem challenging. They were more time consuming than anything else, which comes off as a chore than an actual fun encounter. Like that massive enemy that looks like a Shadow of the Colossus reject. I don't even know what its name is. Is it even a boss? Like, what is that character? I know I'm not the only one who has that question. The strategy with him is you gotta wait until he hits the ground and then you run up his arm and find some way to attack those spikes on top of his head. You guys know what I'm talking about. You saw the video. And since I mentioned Sonic's moveset, let's talk about it for a second. Mainly the frequency in some of these attacks. Will there be a meter system? Because some of these attacks seems like you can't constantly repeat them. There's this one move he does that makes him look like static electricity, which I'm pretty sure will be on some kind of cooldown timer. There's no HUD to show off what was really going on screen, which goes back to the previous comment of if they had someone explaining what was happening, it would probably have helped us to contextualize. I can't say that word. Contextualize what we were looking at. Now, wait. Time. I'm a huge Sonic fan, and I don't want people to think that I'm hating on this game because I actually want it to do well. But since the camera started rolling, I've only been talking about the stuff I have a problem with. So let's switch that conversation for a tiny second and let's talk about the things that I actually appreciate in this game. I love the scope and I kind of see what they're going for when it comes to the landscape. The graphics is still pretty rough, but I see the potential of where this could go. I like the grinding and the dashing and the motion blur when Sonic goes to Mach speed and whooshes through the forest. That was actually pretty awesome. As a matter of fact, to me, traversal overall is pretty cool, which is reminiscent of Sonic Adventure 2. I also want to point out that most of my gripes are in presentation of the game and not of the game itself. Does that make sense? Now, remember when I said this was a terrible idea and it was poorly executed? This is what I would have liked to see in Sonic Frontiers preview. For starters, one preview, just one, to showcase everything the game had to offer. Stretching out the preview to build anticipation is actually hurting this game right now. So make one explicit preview showcasing everything. How would you do that? Have a narrator explain everything that's happening, what's missing, what's to come. Give us the names of the enemies. Explain all his moves and all the circumstances in which these would be useful. That's it. This sounds like a very small list, but I think this would have made a big difference. Now, based on what I saw and given the timeline, the guys over at Sonic Team has a lot of work cut out for them before the game hits shelves. And again, this might just be a case of a poor presentation. We've seen games that have weird marketing campaigns and then turned it around. So I'm still kind of hopeful. But for right now, the overall reception for Sonic Frontiers is definitely smudged. What did you think about the first look of Sonic Frontiers? Did you like it? Did you not? Comment below and let me know. Also, if you stumbled on my channel searching for more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on all my upcoming videos. With all that said, it's been your boy Dre. Thank you guys for watching. Play on, player. Peace.